Hey guys, my name is Nimi Adekombi and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, I'm so excited because I promise, I swear to God, I'm going to bring a lot of content, a lot of interesting content, basically just a lot of content. Alright, and I'm going to bring in my bubbly, amazing personality to whatever it is I do. So my very first video is not going to be like a long nosy introduction into what I want to do on my YouTube page. It's going to be top 10 Nollywood movies on Netflix that you definitely need to watch before 2020. And I know 2020 is like in a few days, so this video is actually pretty late. But still, even if you can't watch it before the end of 2020, you definitely need to watch it in 2020. Like if you've not already watched it though, watch it. Alright, so as you will get to know very soon, I'm a very passionate movie lover, and recently a lot of Nollywood movies have been on Netflix, and that is very interesting because a lot of people now have more access to them. And to be honest, with more access to Nollywood movies, it is making Nollywood movies to be more subject to criticism from people like me. Okay, so I'm going to go into it. So number 10 is a movie that I just recently watched. So the movie is 7.5 Dates. 7.5 Dates is not really like a very different movie in the sense of different new movies like that will give you like a breath of fresh air. It's basically about the story of a girl or a woman, that is focusing on her business, and her family has a problem with that. They're forcing her to get married because the younger sister is about to get married to an abusive man, and you understand the storyline, right? Now moving on to number 9. Moms at War. Alright, so when I wanted to watch this movie, I already had a mindset or a perspective about it. I was like, oh, this is going to be another cliche Nigerian movie. Let me just watch it. But I watched it and I liked it. The acting was good. Funke was hilarious. Amoni too delivered. It was funny. I just really liked the movie because it wasn't cheesy. Anyway, you guys should go and check out Moms at War. Now my number 8, as a Kunle Afonlayan production star, there is no harm. My list can't be complete without me including Kunle Afonlayan movie. So now I have October 1, and the reason why I'm combining all of these movies into one is because I feel like these are movies that people have already seen, and also movies that were on their own, they were already very good, and people already referred it to other people. But yeah, now they're on Netflix if you want to watch it again, or if you've not already watched it. So I'm sandwiching October 1, The Figurine, and Phone Swap into number 8. And the only reason is because they've been out there for a very long time. There's no reason why you have not already seen it. But if you have not seen it, or you would like to see it again, it is on Netflix. Go and watch it. Now my number 7 is Road to Yesterday. Oh God, I love this movie so much. Road to Yesterday is one of those movies that you start watching it, you don't know what you're getting into. And first you think, okay, it's a love story, it's about love, betrayal, trust, and all of that. And then you realize that it's more or less like a story about regret. It's a story about when you've gone so far doing something and you regret it so much and you wish you could go back in time to fix things, or you wish that you could just do things differently. It was a movie that it had a very slow progression for me. But Road to Yesterday was a beautiful movie. It had beautiful dialogue. My God, if you're in Nigeria and you love dialogue, watch Road to Yesterday. The dialogue was, in fact, at the point I was like, are these people speaking? Are they doing spoken word? It was beautiful. And the production was great. The scenes, the shots were awesome. And then the performances. Come on, that is why Genevieve Naji is an auntie in the industry. She's a mommy in the industry. She was perfect. Perfect. That's all I can say. You guys should watch this movie. Basically, I don't recommend movies that are not good. Okay, so that's to some people. Road to Yesterday might be boring, but to me it was touching. I felt like it has been long that a Nollywood movie will make me close to tears, and I think I felt something in my eye almost drop. That's to show you how interesting. Oh, it's not interesting in the sense of interesting like flashy and all that, but if you want a well-told story with a plot twist at the end, you definitely should watch Road to Yesterday. Bling Lagosians, number 6. Bling Lagosians is number 6. The reason why Bling Lagosians is number 6 is because it's a Bonale Austin Peters production, and it was interesting. The story was good, but it didn't really just gel with me. I just felt like there was a lot of extravagant words being shown, and what the story really lacked in probably maybe storytelling and you feeling the characters in depthly. It made up for in great shots, showing the blink blink lifestyle. And I'll just say that Elvina Ibru killed it in this role. Elvina Ibru is the only reason to watch this movie. Yeah. Elvina Ibru is the only reason why you should go and see this movie. She was beautiful. She played the role of the spoiled, rich, blah 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 madam. She played it well. And then this movie. I'm not trying to pause and decide anybody's career. I would never do that too. But can't they just stop it with putting IG comedians in movies? Can't they just stop it? I mean, you watch American movies, I get it, they're comedians that do movies, but then the way it is layered, it is in such a way that you are not feeling like you're in a stand-up comedy, or you are not feeling like you are in an IG comedy skit. I just feel like IG comedians should do IG comedy, and if they want to come into acting, then they should take acting courses, not just come and be doing like as soon as it's like a skit. So for me, there was a disconnect in that place. I just felt like, okay, they were trying to like force the comedy down our throat, and I'm like, okay, it's not working. The Bleak Lagosians is actually interesting. I liked that there was actually a plot twist and there was like a story. There was like a story there and all of that. So that's just that on Bleak Lagosians. Alright, so now I'm in my top five. My top 5 movies on Netflix that you should watch. Alright, so my number 5 is a Kuna Afolayan production movie. One of the things I look out for in every movie is storytelling. And see, the CEO did that for me. It was very intriguing. I love intriguing movies. I love movies that are able to like keep you glued to your seat and you're wondering, okay, what's going to happen next. The CEO was one of those movies for me. It was intriguing, it was interesting, and then it had a plot twist at the end. I'm not going to spoil this movie for you. Basically, it's just a movie that you need to go and watch. Kuni Afolayan did well on this movie. I loved the location. You know, it was just like shot in like one location and everything. But then I loved the use of the different actors. All of the actors brought their A game. So number 4 is 93 Days. You know, Bimbo Akitola killed it in a role. Bimbo Akitola is one of those actresses that for me, she just manages. I don't know. I feel like she's underrated in the industry. She's very, very good. She's a I won't say she's a perfect actress, but she's one of those actresses that you know that pours everything into her craft. She's not a cheesy actress. She's not a big actress. She's an actress that knows what she's doing. I really respect her for that, and she's one of the people that I look up to in the industry. And 93 Days was a movie that really, really, you know, it touched me in different places, and it just made me once again really, really respect the role that Stella Adadevo played in, you know, preventing the epidemic of Ebola in Nigeria. And if you've not already seen this movie, you should see it. Because of us, we Nigerians, a son lost his mother, a husband lost his wife. And so those are things that this movie makes you think about. It makes you appreciate the efforts of Stella Adadevo more. Kudos to all of the people behind the production of this movie. It was mind-blowing for me. You know, I was really, really, you know, like I didn't believe that they could, you know, that they could do something like that. I think it's a Bolani or St. Peter's, you know, production. Kudos to Bolani or St. Peter's. That was a beautiful movie. Number 3 is, of course, the much talked about, much publicized, much everything movie, King of Boys. Alright, so now King of Boys is obviously in my top 3 because it's different. You know, if I was going to, personally for me, King of Boys was not my type of movie, honestly. Let me just be honest with you, it's not my type of movie. But if I was going to talk about the way Nollywood sometimes has its storylines, kind of like typecast, you already probably know what the story is going to be about before you even start watching the movie from the title. And this is not just a thing that Yoruba movies do. Yoruba movies are the kings and queens of knowing the entire storyline just from the title or the song alone. So it's not just something that's, you know, the Yoruba movie industry does. Even in the English movie industry, sometimes you find out that, oh, just from hearing the name of a movie or just from watching the trailer, you already know what's going to happen in this movie. You're like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my money, you know, to go watch this movie. But King of Boys is not that kind of movie. King of Boys is a movie that takes you on a journey to the story of, you know, the whole political thriller and everything. But you know what? I think for me, the reason why I would say that you should watch the movie is because I want to know your opinion about it. That's why it's like number 3 on my list. For me, I felt like there were scenes that I didn't really connect with. And to be honest, when I'm watching a movie, what I really look out for is if I can connect with the characters. if you are telling a story and people cannot sympathize with your character, people cannot relate with your character, people cannot laugh when your character is laughing, people cannot feel pain when your character feels pain, people cannot understand the reason why your character is doing something, then it means that it's either the story is not being well told, or it's not being properly directed, or it's not being probably, there's just a disconnect somewhere. So there were some scenes where I felt like there was a disconnect. But in others, well, I would say that it was not very bad. Number 2, Up North. Banky W tried in the movie with his portrayal of Bassie, a spoilt, entitled NYSC. Look at the way my head is jiggling. Yes, because I'm angry. A spoilt, entitled NYSC copper. He tried in his portrayal of the NYSC copper, but I would have preferred if they got a younger actor, but then I guess it kind of like made sense because it wasn't like as soon they were saying that Banky W just finished university. He had gone out of the country for a while, so his parents just wanted him to like do NYSC and all that. Up North was interesting for me for a lot of reasons. It had great cinematography. And it had great cinematography again. That I really enjoyed the movie. To be honest, let's be fair, I enjoyed the movie. It was it gave me that kind of like motivational, inspirational vibe, and you rarely ever get that from Nigerian movies. And that's what like the dialogue could have been better. It was funny, it was good, it was an interesting movie, and the reason why it is on my number 2 is because it actually had a story to tell, and it also changed my perspective about the North. The North is beautiful. And for that, it deserves the number 2 spot, and also because the direction was on point and the production was impeccable. Production was top notch. Number 1 is a movie that scored everything on all of my metrics. It is a movie that impressed me. It is a movie that touched my heart. It is a movie that wowed me. The movie is It's Okay. It's Okay. It's Okay. If anybody knows me well, you guys know I'm a hopeless romantic, and It's Okay just like brought out the hopeless romanticness in me. Is that correct? It just brought out the hopeless romanticness in me, and I was so I started the movie at first wondering, and I was thinking this is going to be another cliche movie, but like a few seconds into it and I'm already hooked. Dakore Egbuso carried the movie on her shoulder like this. She carried it on her shoulder like this, and she carried it to the end. She wowed me. Like, and the reason why I'm saying this is because, like I said, I have metrics. Like I always, are you allowing us to like feel your character? Is your story compelling? Are we feeling the pain of your character? Are we feeling the character growth? Are we feeling that there was character growth, there was character development, there was emotion, there was, as they are in the movie, as they are feeling the chemistry, I'm feeling the chemistry too. I'm feeling the chemistry. Those are the things that you look out for in the movie. Can you, beyond what you're just seeing on the screen, can you feel something? Movies are all about like bringing out emotions in people. It's either you make them laugh, it's either you make them feel good, it's either you make them just basically passing a message across. And Isoke did not just pass a message across. He made me fall in love with Dakore Egbuso. That was even praying to God that I hope Dakore Egbuso will marry this man in real life. But it is acting. So Isoke was that good. Isoke scored a 10 for me in all the ramifications. It is a good romantic comedy. It's not cheesy. I hate cheesiness in Nigerian movies. It's so cheesy. It's like they're trying to patronize you. It's not cheesy. It's not trying to do too much. And in not trying to do too much, it does excellently. Jade Osiboru, she earned a place as one of the directors that I look up to in the Nigerian movie industry. With Isoke alone is that kind of movie that just changes your life if you're a director or a filmmaker. It's the kind of movie that just puts you on a different pedestal. The storyline, like I said, was impeccable. Acting was impeccable. Dialogue was impeccable. Character development was impeccable. Shots were beautiful. Isoke is number 1 on my list for a whole lot of reasons. And it's definitely, if I were to say my top 5 Nollywood movies of all time, Isoke is in my top 5, if not inching for number 1 position. It's that good a story. So, to you who is watching, if there's any movie that is not on this list that you think should definitely be on the top 10 movies to watch on Netflix currently, then you know what to do. Go to the comment section and tell me your top 10 favorite movies on Netflix, not just movies, Nollywood movies, okay? Because now I really want to watch Nollywood movies, and I think that we actually have good content. And I think that 2020 is going to be the year, or what am I saying? 2020. I'm saying this decade is going to be the year that Nollywood goes to the world. I mean, we already saw a lot of African music going to the world, like go into the international space in the past decade. For the next decade, I think that it's going to be a lot of exposure for the Nollywood industry. So yeah, that is it. That is my list of top 10 Nigerian movies on Netflix that you should definitely consider watching. And like I said before, if you think that there is a movie that, meets all of this criteria, storytelling, dialogue, production, directing, cinematography, if you think that there is a Nigerian movie that meets all of those criteria, then of course tell me in the comment section. Who knows, I might do another top 10 movies you should watch on Netflix. So once again, guys, my name is Nimi. Subscribe, like, and share. See you guys next time.